Boom, boom. What's the day? I'm outside. Keep watching GECB TV with yours truly, Synergy. And this show is lyrical breakdown on the street. Like a GH. What's the day? Hoo-ha.
At a point in Ghana music industry, talent unveiling itself in a young talented rapper.
I no pay me solid 630. Me no suit to me na me wa rap turkey. Me feel the rhyme baby go me kuechi. My head junkie feeling the go me nechi. Me nya mic me from F me the high grade. Me no mic me to the migraine. Ele go me no kum me no me the night train to finish yajikum.
At a point, through his music and lyrical word flow, he gave us, Charlie, you for look sharp. In whatever you do, hustle hard, you for look sharp, said the bear. Definitely, ends will meet for you. So we continue.
Charlie, you for look sharp. Don't give small money chance. Opportunity they come at once. For look sharp.
We will continue without having a stopping point because we are going to say to ourselves, we have one more flow to success. But until that, we move.
I got one more flow for the fans. One more flow.
Yeah, but talk you are having some bakum yenum and sabi who free say. Yamoka was some street in his and yasi and tea, your name won't ha. A honey a better not doing something when you now when you are picking your boy a brabo. And you still corner. Oh boy, yeah, cheap. And as if you corner hobanas and near tosso come on my side, or see a lazy as sneakers, no. Near joining the Jeggings party.
Now the Jeggings, more same. Spin tights and the walking, more same. Move prime, more same. More same.
Now, see, free Jeggings party, or by any same crowphobia back, I say, oh,
pedo, spoiling best shit. Obi some da penny da original man farmer na wayaka. Pedo.
Now, Sanya, yow, JD upon sending you many was shocky one. You blew my mind.
Girl, you blow my mind. I gonna lie. Don't go fame.
All these masterpieces put together at the workshop of Yaw Siki or see Sololoti. And I'm sure I've taken you back into the memory lane. Those days, and that's how you will say airdrop, yeah. You find yourself a dancing shoe being what years now was why they woboom because it's worth the hit songs now, dear my, you know. The conversation, you know, Mijidi say you're also asking the same questions. Where has she been? It's been some time, Yantin, can I him for crown or aqua? I has a talent in a crown, aqua baby, and a new opera beam. No. This is the reason why right here on Jeb TV with me, Synergy, on Lyrical Breakdown, we are going to take an introspective review of Yaw Siki, na brabo na him fan crown as they say. Oh, if you can bear with me and yen never tear ye part there, you know it's up to date. Those songs in and drop here, the mood of the party no remains unchangeable because it is still Ninina a hit songs in kwa. And the most important part of which is how we are going to face the realistic part of nature as to how sometimes in a man's life. And it may be one my pigeon nipa free debris bidikosi baby. Now when Timmy Yahoshe, when Timmy Swinny Paprani back him, that is death. On the other hand, to the beer, a certain frame of mind, a change, na a put a certain person's life and attitude, character, a change to a different perspective. And many panmu be who say, that be how you watch and up share him for. And no, and as I'm here, because we took now, so no, a decision be the pakon I take it because that is how I perceive in henceforth. And over here, the conversation no ever sounded too realistic, too natural, emotional, and intellectually. Now, what's he saying will be some this same question, sir. So when I told what in Cowbay day.
Coming back from Accra, a friend of mine was driving. I was in a passenger seat, and when we got to the motorway toll booth at Accra, I dozed off. After some time, I heard the voice of my friend in my ear saying, "This taxi driver, why did he cross me like that?" So without opening my eyes, I was like, "Don't mind him, don't mind him." And then suddenly everything just went off. Everything just went blank. When I woke up, I was lying down on my back, and I was in so much pain, my neck, my arm, and my arm. And my eyes were open, but my vision was blurred.
On the 14th April 2013, as time and date we define it based on how our report in Isibai happened 12 o'clock a.m. on Monday 15th April 2013. 2004 Toyota Camry na ono na down for H na ono ni team be as passenger. Accra Tema motorway no so na ofri Accra after a business meeting ebesi akotema. This accident happened na ni kon emubu na ni tipa na moja etu no. Wati nani na owo 37 military hospital.
When I was in the car like that, one of my neck bones had broken. And it was 1 inch away from my respiratory system here. And if it had pressed on it, I would have lost my breath in seconds. And so 1 inch away from death, God gave me a second chance. They said that there's this thing called hollow vest. And so they placed me into in the hollow vest. They placed the hollow vest on me. And I couldn't take my bath for 3 months. They had to do dry washing, dry cleaning for 3 months.
Even though born in a Christian home, but he never believed in the second coming of Jesus Christ. Said their life with me sometimes are limited in the hands of man. Now so no, Nyankopon man this opportunity as a second life, that is how I know is describing effort.
And so 1 inch away from death, God gave me a second chance.
According to how you also see this story, defines itself as to how still na won't yes dentin as our talent way won't which he started as a secular musician. Now a video who is based on this miracle also change from the way of life. Said the no see living na enne Nyankopon beji obi mpo na nkenye wono ne saa. And you can bear in mind with me say for someone who hit songs upon hit songs, definitely there will be a way of life. Said you see a secular musician, and near dear, not to mention names, but wouldn't be obey me a year. Na afraid dear, sa accident be see, will be benya the second chance according to him, no say. Nankenya wonwa now so wait dear Yankopon am an a second chance. What drafty are crafty in the talent given to him by God. Now all them mayan in this rap flow. Jenko tiemra.
14th April, late hour, I nearly lost my life. Jehovah in power saved me, my breath he gave me. He been survived me. I get Christ, oh I get Yeshua. Don't see how the car crash. I wait for 37. People in my body plenty telling me I'm for shedding. I break my neck, blood from my head, now it be burden. I soldier way surviving, but to be give me lesson. Maybe Simon who question, chance way I'm having. Why say God will give me second chance? Blessing. I dey value life. I dey live I'm right than before. Nyoma bia kabe after me to me no more. Me hu nyame do me change some kind of habit. So babiala ending boy no my any edit. Life for limit. And so why am I permit to be here again in my spirit? I dey feel it. Everything have a season. Time to be born, time to die when chosen. No matter what, you know be your time, you know what happen. The brethren, changes with the sea getting risen.
Said ya osi nwene nsem no on the rap flow no chire mu akire wo say on the late hour of 14th April 2013 the car a crash ya accident a medical catcher say 2004 Toyota Camry na wono ni team be as a passenger na down for na etwi sa car no a crash ya on tema motorway oti nani moja 82 no na ne komabuo no that 37 military hospital said your way Yesu Kristo ntino nimi say owade nyina na wobeti say those around him family and friends are of what they don't bet me catch one say shedding a soldier was survival battle who is a life lesson no obi sha ne ho say why say wono a wote sa brabo bi say mu no obeti mama ne second chance to say they wati say wo hunu Nyankopon ne do suban bia emmoa no enne oye ne editing was sane mamu we nya party slogan but this is the reality of life what happened to him Yaw Siki. In other way round, said as he say was a na nearma attend the man na life na baby different, Not only say we are singing secular songs in Kwana no de ma yenti sa na ne baby so for de my. He has also given us another beautiful tune that will say 50-50. O Christo ni who ye 50-50 sesa wusu obaya sha no wa ya shio sesa wusu obaya sha no wa ya shio sesa wusu. This is all until wo be sana pese wo hunu baby Yaw Siki ewo no aha and the life story of Yaw Siki they are two no na changing the life na nne so won tin kan the mainstream said the ankodi music ne be kwa said there changes ni si ba ye no na operate wo cars mu na brabo no si say the full gospel and na all spread it. Now you might think and feel say said the ankoye musician and can nema attend the money wo anka de na anka ba because ye nipa no bebre omo ye secular songs accident asie now so still now they go back to the secular way no live their lives we also know some people that they started as Christians Nanso no, and because of money, any said the new was a economy popular. They see say or the secular side now and a bebo and they are still doing it. You might think it's a hardship, Antonida, while bros is an idea.
This wasn't like easy. I was tested. I went through wilderness. I went through dry times whereby like I could eat only like some gari and some omonangwe and shito or nothing, just like a meal. And you know, and like there was nothing.
I know what thing. Now that is a reality of nature. Temptations, you know, so dear. Ebisa or one man.
I had to deny myself. And even though I had songs that people wanted for me to come and perform and they would give me money, I had to deny myself of all that. And
wow.
Yes, and every other opportunity linked and connected to my past to bring me money, I had to cut them off and deny myself.
Ono ankasa akire ni nsemo. Nanso no, ya na twere bi so nipa no mu bitimi kyewa de ma na yi.
Now, I have someone who pays my rent for me. I've not even met him before.
Huh?
Yes. For the past 10 years now, past 6 years now, I have someone who pays my rent for me. Like
Okasa wo kan we nyina abomu a, it gives you a beautiful life story of Yaw Siki Sololoti. We all know say Lord Kenya so dear Eda Honum. In due time and right time, ne dear, wankas wanitia. Of which we dika because those songs or in those days in Indiana. Mamma young one on the airways. As to how Yaw Siki so the city. This is a conversation.
I can't say I've taught armed robbery, but my parties will go and rob. When they rob, I take a percentage.
So who takes all the money that comes from the
for
music,
now,
the streams?
Well, now probably
Those
who I'm used to work with. Yeah.
We'll keep on dig and give you certain stories. I will ebiana wo party and also adwin no enyanko ho no sa. Today on Lyrical Breakdown, we give you the story about Yaw Siki, the journey from secular to gospel. Right here on Jeb TV with me, Synergy, always with the two fingers in the ear. Let's roll it on for next time.
Wako blichi meli you sent. Ufrodi nya sika to rent. Uyaga na sika to Benz. Mema wasonya den chale repent. Esum kania enshia.